Streaming live means many things, but it often means you're going to catch a few unedited, unscripted encounters. This often means people looking for attention, either from them or the audience of popular streamers. These streamers caught some disturbing, uncomfortable, downright aggressive behavior while live in front of their audience. From groping to endangerment and everything in between. A few of these streamers are lucky they made it out unscathed, if perhaps shaken by the encounter. You'll just have to wait and see what I mean by that. Tailed by aggressive teenagers. While streaming, Greek God X seems to be accosted by followers quite often, though this time he seems increasingly afraid and worried. A group of girls follows the man as he becomes increasingly concerned, asking them to please leave him alone.
Leave me alone, please!
He's on the verge of tears, being followed, and they continue to pester him as they don't want to be shown in the video.
I just want you to fucking remove it. I'll remove it. I promise you.
One of the girls complains about him filming them, when in reality, they seemingly jump into the frame to badger him, whether this was real or not.
Leave me alone. They can only see my face, I promise.
Too close for comfort. Another vlogging streamer, Ellie Gatto, is being tailed by a stranger the whole time she's filming. He's following her closely, and the streamer quickly calls him out for the behavior.
This guy, whoa, what are you doing? Sorry. Whoa, is he just like trying to,
He seems to be dissuaded, but she pulls back. What business he had getting so close to her is unclear. It looks almost like he's trying to get under her umbrella, and at other points, he's trying to grope her.
He just started following me. And then trying to like, oh my god, I feel so disgusted right now.
Unfortunately for him, the whole strange interaction was caught on camera and he quickly made his escape. Homeless man approaches asking for drug money. While streaming their walk through the city, streamer Glinksy comes across a twitchy-looking man asking him for money for drugs. He offers the homeless man some food, but the man seems less interested in eating as he is for drugs.
Okay, I'll tell you what, if we find like a good food place, we'll come back and bring you here if you stay here. Well, how long are you gonna be here for?
This strange, uncomfortable confrontation becomes real as the man gets closer, grabbing his shoulder and explaining he wants $5 for drugs, not food.
I need $5 for what? For food?
Quickly, the streamer refuses, pulling away and leaving.
Bro, I don't want to support that. It's just the truth.
Luckily, this interaction ended quickly and without any further issues. I wonder how much of this had to do with the very public filmed nature of things. People do crazy things under the influence sometimes. Streamer saves girl from creepy guy following her. Making your way through a city can be full of twists and turns, and if you're not careful, you can miss it. While meeting some fans, this streamer was quick to act, as these girls were being tailed by a creepy man they didn't know anything about.
We're helping save her right now from...
He stuck around, watching, ensuring they were okay, to ensure the creepy man didn't do something to the seemingly uninebriated girls. The guy lurks just a few steps away from them, watching and waiting for the streamers to leave. Eventually, the group leaves together, keeping an eye on the girls and getting them to safety. The girls, in English, explain that they don't know the man and he's been tailing them for a while, but luckily ran into the streamer at the right time.
And he said to her, I know you like that. And then she never saw her. Yeah, she never.
Are you alone?
Disturbing man follows streamers in back alley, tries to attack. This streamer was unlucky enough to get tailed in a creepy, low-visibility alleyway, but they captured it all on camera. They see him on the side of the road and he quickly approaches them. They ask the man about finding a massage place, but he's a little standoffish at first.
What's up? How's it going? Do you know where a place is open to massage right now?
The man doesn't seem interested in conversation, but eventually tries to convince them to turn off the camera.
If you turn the camera off, I'll talk to you guys.
where to find left and right?
Oh no, we're just chilling out, dude.
Luckily, they refuse to do it. That doesn't seem like enough because he sets the camera down and tries to get them to leave it behind. When they refuse, the person holding the camera is left behind while the other guy walks off to talk to the creepy man in private. When the streamer filming walks off, he comes back to see his friend got mugged. His jacket was stolen, leaving him without a shirt.
Your jacket got stolen?
A bit of time goes by and the man refuses to leave them alone, eventually trying to steal their phone before the guys manage to run into a shop for safety. It's probably best to not.
Look at that shit. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck?
Streamer suddenly swatted in home by follower. This streamer is going about her normal day, playing with her cat on stream, drinking, and chatting with her followers. Suddenly, she hears a few sirens go off outside, realizing it was her house they were surrounding.
Oh yeah, Dallas life. Listen to that shit. Oh shit! Guys, I don't know what's going on.
The footage cuts as she runs to the door, and as it turns out, she's been swatted.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
This is an unfortunate trend of internet pranking. The viewers obtain the streamer's personal address and information only to report them for a fake emergency via 911, causing a SWAT team to be dispatched to their location. Eventually, the woman comes back to her stream only to explain to the police that a prankster overheard her apartment number via stream.
This is something I've never had happen. I didn't think would happen to me. But it fucking happened.
She was okay, as this could have easily gotten out of control under slightly different circumstances, but she's understandably rattled by the experience. Streamer nearly robbed in car. People do wild things in front of the camera, and sometimes forget that they still exist in the real world. This man, while streaming, was flexing a wad of cash in front of the camera for his Facebook followers. His window was open, so suddenly the bragging stream turned into a would-be robbery. The camera drops and the stream goes dark, and it's not entirely sure what happens after this. The language gets worse as he yells after his would-be attacker, and a few shots go off seemingly into the air. Suddenly it pulls back to him in his seat, unharmed and not robbed. Whether this was staged or not, it's probably a good lesson to take away. If you're going to flex a large sum of cash in front of the camera, you're probably better off doing it somewhere with just a little bit of privacy. Sushi Potato aggressively grabbed and held. Streaming out in public, Sushi Potato deals with strange people in crowds. This time, a man tries soliciting her for sex all of a sudden, only to have her pull away quickly and get herself somewhere else.
For sex with you.
What? Wait, what?
The stream, however, catches as the man starts grabbing at her, refusing to let her leave, as he explains he wasn't asking for sex. He says he was asking if she would have sex with someone else, but she's uncomfortable and still tries to get away.
Okay, we're going. Okay, don't touch me. All right, we're getting off. Oi, get off me. Get off me, buddy.
This time, he grabs her leg and she starts shouting until he lets go. Thankfully, she gets away, but if she hadn't been so quick, she might not have been able to. Suddenly groped live in public. When you're exposed in public, it's hard to keep yourself safe. A stranger approached this streamer only to find herself the victim of a sudden groping. Unfortunately, as he's close, the man takes an opportunity to grab at her chest. She yanks herself away quickly enough that he can't do anything else.
The world is watching. No, whoa, man, don't do that.
She manages to keep a smile on her face despite looking incredibly uncomfortable before the stream suddenly cuts. You just never know what you're going to run into in public, and this woman was the unfortunate victim of one such attention grabber who seized the opportunity. Escaping a dangerous restaurant. Boundaries are essential for popular streamers, especially when people seem intent on disregarding them. This streamer, I'm Jasmine, was filming herself at a restaurant as a group of men began to harass her.
Oh, okay. Are you YouTuber? What kind of YouTuber? I'm a streamer. But what do you stream on? What app?
She's friendly at first, but does her best to get away from them. Jasmine gets more uncomfortable with the drunk men who don't know how to take a hint. The two of them pull away, finally sitting across the restaurant before one of the men pulls out a gun.
Stream this, bitch!
Whoa!
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
She sets her camera down and at this point decides to get away from the bar. If she hadn't been so quick to get away, it could have gone south quickly, as the men hadn't stopped paying attention to her. When you're out in public, safety first is a good rule of thumb.
Do you see anything?
Chased down with katana. Unfortunately, as it turns out, some people forget that their favorite streamer is actually a person and not just some character to be ogled or bothered in public. Eligato has these creepy encounters often due to her stream's open and candid nature. While dressed up as a Wonder Woman for what seems like a convention in Japan, she encounters a few unpleasant individuals before being chased by a man with a katana.
Why is he following us? Let's go this way. Oh god.
They get away, but not before having to seemingly run for their lives for a while, and streaming it all live to her followers in the meantime. She visibly is shaken at the end of the video, tearful as she's approached by someone there to help.
Oh no, he's legit following us. Holy shit. Oh god. Let's go find your husband.
While this is an extreme circumstance, this is a very real outcome of being public on the internet. This time it ended okay, but if it were to happen again, it might not. Stalker at TwitchCon can take a hint. At best, fan encounters with streamers can be uncomfortable and downright creepy under the worst circumstances. Soda Poppin', this streamer, was approached at TwitchCon for a chat, but as it turns out, the person who approached him wasn't just any fan.
I don't want to meet you. I don't want to meet you. Please don't talk to me. Yeah, seriously, don't. I really don't want to talk to you.
In fact, it was a creepy stalker who had been waiting for an opportunity to approach for a while. His name was Tyler, and a few years before this encounter tried to move cross-country into Soda Poppin's house without warning or any advance notice.
You creep me out. I do not want to see you. You're the one person. You've done some weird shit. You creep me out. I don't want to see you.
Feeling bad, the streamer lets him stay overnight, but the man refused to leave. Soda Poppin has to ask to be left alone and for him to go, but at first, the person refuses to.
Sorry, I don't like making awkward situations on your stream, but it's the one person I can't meet. It's a stalker. It's weird.
Eventually he does, but there are several tense moments where it's unclear what the man will do. Before they break the tension, another fan approaches someone next to him.